We're seeing Atlanta Dazed spawn towards the P2 side, and we're seeing New York SubPar spawn towards that escalators, and it looks like Atlanta Dazed is going to be able to touch time first here, but ultimately it's all about that P2 rotation.
Yeah, totally agree with you here. Sorry, I didn't even have this stream open here. I was just talking to a black screen here, but we are hitting it hard here on this Red Park Hardpoint. Atlanta Dazed looking to be a little bit behind, and New York SubPar coming out pretty hot here on this P1 so far. Exotic able to pick up one kill there. Unfortunately, going to get traded out here as New York SubPar build a little bit of a lead, but they start to try to maintain that map presence toward kind of towards the top side of your map here. Dark with a great two-piece here, starting to get set up on this P2 and forcing those spawns still towards that restaurant side. So far, New York SubPar are going to have a successful rotation here over to P2.
Yeah, New York SubPar, successful rotation towards P2, and they have those preferred spawns towards P3 as well. So they're looking to be in a pretty good position here. But we see Smokey the Bear able to pop through the back, and he's able to get a nice two-piece there on that player's stage, and he's going to flip those New York SubPar players back towards that restaurant spawn. And the rest of his team is circling around looking to break in. They're going to finish off those kills. And Lindays is going to be able to get in this time. And now if you're New York SubPar, you're in a pretty tricky spot here. You don't want these deep spawns, but you got to kind of fight through it. So you got to win your gunfights like we're seeing right now, and then they got to get some presence forward. But ultimately, two kills are going to go to the side of Atlanta Dazed, and they're going to be back in this hill. But there's players all around right now, so it's going to stay mixy.
And honestly, with this mixiness, we got about 25 seconds left on the hill. Atlanta Dazed is kind of the part where it gets a little bit dangerous for you. You want to make sure you're still maintaining those good spawns out towards that P3 side. Even if you really lose this time, it's really not a big deal. P3, it can be a money hill for some teams if you get that early rotation. We see number 5 and number 7 there, and Exotic and Smokey just getting over to new time. They're going to be cutting off mid here, finding one player mid. It allows his team to get some rotations. We do see Dark over here towards the side. He could cause a little bit of ruckus here from the side of Atlanta Dazed, but they are already hunting him. He is able to pick off one, kind of let the rest of his team get towards that mid map and try to build some presence over here towards this bus side. So far, Atlanta Dazed, they're going to have players spawning there in the back, so they're going to have reinforcements here, at least for this first wave.
Yeah, and Canadore, I think is that name, was going to be able to player to make the play on that staircase, but unfortunately he gets sniffed out and gets taken out. Dark is going to be the last player left up here in the front of the hill with the rest of his teammates spawning in the back. They might have a chance for a nice pinch here. Dark's able to get one, able to get two there on the staircase. He's looking for more, able to get some shots in the front of the hill. His teammate Alt's going to be there to trade it out. That's going to put New York SubPar back into the hill, but ultimately Atlanta Dazed, you're still favoring your spawns here for the P4, but Atlanta, you've been rotating and, here early on a lot of these hills, your holds just haven't been as successful as you might have liked so far here to start off this. But, 30-point deficit, nothing's too crazy to come back from here on a red card, especially you look at P4 and then into P5. If you have two great hills there, you're going to be right back into this ball game pretty close. And so far, Atlanta Dazed and that's Extosity down below on the hill, able to secure this time. Dark up in the media side, that's going to spawn the rest of his team towards the soccer side, and they're looking to break in from that soccer side of the map.
And we're getting a little bit of splits here from the side of New York SubPar. They have this one player left towards soccer, towards that camera side. The rest of his team does spawn out. Atlanta Dazed is going to know that they do pick up that player towards that soccer side as well. So he's able to pick up another one towards mid-map. Shot sword out towards T. And he is able to get that kill as well. Kind of just have a middle point here with the side of Atlanta Dazed taking a small lead here. It looks like they're going to take the rest of this time. New York SubPar might play exits here. It looks like they're already trying to rotate towards mid, trying to pick up a player, take up, and trying to get this preferred restaurant side here. Ghost is going to have kind of a fight here to his left and a fight Printers here. Not sure if he knows the player to his left. Able to pick up the first kill and almost able to pick up the second kill, but is going to eventually lose spawns for his team there. From Dark here. The rest of the team of Atlanta, they are through middle. They're going to try to get through this restaurant side, kind of wasting some time here. It's just pretty going to be free time here for New York SubPar. If Exotic didn't have something to say about it, able to pick up that player on hill. 3 dead from the side of New York SubPar. Last player spawning long. That is just going to be an unfortunate time for New York SubPar as Atlanta Dazed are going to have a lot more map control now.
I really like that play from those two Atlanta Dazed players that spawn mid, deciding to hit restaurant, forcing the enemy team to spawn in this non-preferred long that can be kind of a death simulator. But I really like that play coming out of Atlanta Dazed. New York SubPar do a good job to break back into this hill to potentially secure these last 20 seconds, but Atlanta Dazed isn't going to give it up quite yet. And, Extosity might be seeing some ghosts shooting some bodies over there. Not sure who this player in hill is. And then Canadore is going to get a nice two-piece there. He's looking to regen his health, but Cynical's going to to fly in and secure those last 5 seconds to the side of Atlanta Dazed, and I guess maybe four if he jumps out. And now we're making our way to the second rotation. Very, very close first rotation here between both these two teams. Only 10 points separating us, and actually less than that at the beginning. It's been close here so far, and I'm curious to see which one of these teams maybe make some switches to their plays and start to maybe open up this red card like we kind of see sometimes.
And we see Dark kind of really slaying off here off rip, almost double pause. Um, from the side of New York SubPar, Atlanta Dazed, and we have one player there, an Exotic, starting off a little bit slow, but he is running that submachine gun, so it kind of makes sense if Dark is slaying out, there's going to be a sub who's going to get punished there, but we're looking to kind of those players kind of see if they can switch that, but the side of New York SubPar, having an AR slay out is going to be good for you on map presence, but so far, Atlanta Dazed able to keep this P1 a little bit mixy here. We do see a fight developing over here towards the stage, street side towards this P2, but Atlanta Dazed are keeping this P1 fairly mixy, able to get some kills, not letting New York SubPar get too much map control towards this P2. And with time expiring here on P1, Atlanta Dazed are going to be in time, and they're going to have pretty much a free 5 to 10 seconds of uncontested time, kind of just building that lead here as Canador is able to make a flank here and may unfortunately spawn his team out. We'll just kind of see here as this play develops.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting little spawn development here. It looks like Atlanta Dazed is going to get that restaurant spawn based off the kills that New York SubPar was able to get. But there is some more players to the back, so as soon as I say that, they just immediately flip back over. And that could be part of the problem here on this P2 is if you don't have some players blocking the spawns, or if you have players that are blocking the spawn from your team's favor, from the enemy's team's favor, it's going to flip on you. So a little bit of mixiness going down there. Neither team getting a whole huge chunk of time here. We saw Atlanta Dazed early first, and New York SubPar is kind of wrapping up this P2, but they're looking to trap Atlanta Dazed here in the back of restaurant. There is going to be one player from their side. That's going to be Smokey that's out. He's in a big gunfight over on new. Some shots are going to go down. Neither team is going to get a kill there. Smokey's going to slide out towards mid, able to get off that kill, and then that's going to secure this rotation over to the side of Atlanta Dazed. But unfortunately for them, since the new hill popped and nobody's blocking the back, two of those New York SubPar players are going to spawn in the back now. Smokey's got a big gunfight here. He's going to win that in the back as well, and he's going to be looking to potentially trap these players in the garage side and let his team get into spawns. But as soon as I say that, he's going to die from the back garage area, and that's going to put New York into this hill.
New York have done a good job fighting back at it. It's been able to take control pretty early and then kind of lost it towards this mid-map. So P3 could be very large for them here. We do see two piece coming down from the side of Atlanta Dazed. Exotic able to get two of his own there towards staircase, able to take control of this hill, T being the last person alive. And that's going to be it for the side of New York SubPar. The rest of them are spawning there in the back. They're to be quick to time, able to win those fights on old. They really need to get pushed out towards new. Atlanta Dazed are already spawned. They're already rotated towards P4, and they had a very successful P4 last time. So I'm looking for them to repeat here. New York SubPar really need to do something else. They have two players here top window. One of them's going to fall as the other one goes towards that bottom hedge side. Dark able to pick up a great two-piece here. Last player towards the soccer side. Smokey able to put up a good fight there towards Dark. Able to have his teammate pick up two for him as they're spawning towards that soccer side. This could get a little rough from the side of New York if they're not able to cross here. We do have some people fighting from hedges towards that soccer side, kind of limiting who can cross as Atlanta Dazed are able to hop on time and start collecting some of those.
Yeah, I like Canadore's spot here, top media, but unfortunately for him, the Atlanta Dazed team is not showing any presence, and they do have a player set up in hill as well, so that's going to lead to an unsuccessful position from him, and Atlanta Dazed feeling good about their time so far here. As we're seeing Smokey secure this time, his teammates are getting the kills all around him. There's going to be one player left here close. He's going to get taken out, and then we've already seen the rotation through as well. So number 8, that's Ghosty, is coming through on the backside of restaurant. He's looking to take a gunfight, but now these New York SubPar players are going to know he's here. They're going to hunt him down. They're going to get him taken out. That's going to secure restaurant spawns to them, and then ultimately, Atlanta Dazed here, I'm thinking that they're doing the same play here. They see 3 of their heads flying towards this restaurant side. We see Ghost pushing up through the long side, so he may be able to distract these New York SubPar players enough for his team to get through here, but we're going to see that first kill come down from restaurant side. Second kill, third kill, all coming down. So New York SubPar with a great little pickup there and read on those Atlanta Dazed players trying to play through that restaurant side. They're able to get those kills and then spawn those players out towards the long garage side of the map.
And we see a lead change here from the side of New York SubPar, holding down this P5 perfectly so far through the first half of this hill, as Atlanta Dazed really look like to just try to get set up towards P1. They're going to fight one more wave here at old. We see that last player alive towards long, one ticket as well. Ticket's going to fall. Long's going to pop up here in just a second to try to get some pressure on Hill and is not going to get it. New York SubPar with, I'm pretty sure, the perfect 60 there. They're going to hit the 215 mark as they head into this P1. Atlanta Dazed are going to be 30 behind. They're going to have to make something work here on this P1 and P2 to stay in this game.
Yeah, this P1 and P2 rotation is going to be big here, down 30 points here. But as soon as we say that, T's able to slide in there, get a nice two-piece, and they're looking for these players off spawn. He's going to get taken out from the back, from ticket side. His teammates are there to put some shots down, but Smokey's going to play his life here, not able to take him out quite yet. Canadores is going to fly into time, and that nade's going to get a good nade there on the ticket to take down Smokey. And then now we're just going to see a little bit of a contest come down here, which if you're the side of New York, you're not upset about that. You're not allowing Atlanta to get any time to secure some of those points back that they're missing. But we're seeing some good plays come down from them, sliding across into that P1, able to take that gunfight and win that. Dark's able to win a big one over on the middle stairs as well. And as you're encroaching, 15 seconds left here, 15 more points to win. Atlanta Dazed, this is kind of your last push here, and Dark is shooting you from Esky. He's taking you out. He's sliding out to get some more kills, and you've got to get your boots on here real fast if you're Atlanta Dazed to contest this time. And unfortunately, there's only one more player that's close. He's going to slide in. There's going to be 1 second left, but time expires. The new hill flips, and New York SubPar come out with the win there.
It's just a good map from the side of New York. Had great control there at the start of the map. A little bit shaky towards the middle, but we're able to bring that back towards kind of the later 2/3 of that map. So really good from the side of New York. Had a couple people really slaying out, doing what they needed to there on the map. And on red card, when you have ARs that are going to be dominant, it's going to be hard to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before the map even started that your ARs are going to be the ones to play, and we saw the New York SubPar do.
AR driving a car, Russian Czar, SubPar in 5 rounds. They're going to win in 5 rounds. I think SubPar going to win this one as well.
Possible.
But it's not possible. But we do see a first blood literally 2 seconds into the round, make that a second blood. 17 seconds into the round, make that another blood. 14 seconds into the round. So we're left here in a 1v4 with Smokey the Bear. He's bottom bedroom here. He's going to spot Dark towards that bottom. This is going to be pretty impossible for him. And there it is. Round number 1, New York SubPar up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, we said it. They can last 30 seconds. They can last 10 seconds, and you get the first blood. You try to fight back with some pressure. You get gunned as well, and next thing you know, your teammates are all dead, and Smokey's trapped, and he doesn't know where to go. So, unfortunate scenario from the side of Atlanta Dazed. They're trying to make a potential play through the middle of the map. Just doesn't pan out in their favor. Ultimately, New York SubPar played that well. They won the gunfights when they needed, and they're going to secure that first defense and be looking to make their waves here on offenses. We're going to see kind of where they're going to take this bomb here, potentially towards that kitchen side. Looks like a bomb might actually be going towards top plat with one player going through here. We see a little bonk coming through in the back of the head there from the side of the Atlanta Dazed. Smokey's going to be able to get that first blood. He's going to be able to get out with his life as well. And now if you're the New York SubPar, you're looking for some potential information. T's probably telling his teammates here the A-bomb's free. But unfortunately for him, he does not have it, so he's just going to be looking to play this day one corner, as they say in the CDL, looking for some player to make a mistake here. As the Atlanta Dazed are starting to get pushed up through the map, and that's going to be a trade back to Dark, and we're going to be back to a 3v3 here.
Inside of New York is playing this really slow. I don't know if they just feel like it's too late in the round to try to get to a bomb site. We see a fight coming down here. Patio Dark able to win that. We do have one player here in Exotic. They're playing P1, so he should be able to look at this cross. He might have a free kill here. That is going to be bombed down. I'm not sure if they spotted that, but T is on the flank here. It looks like the side of Atlanta Dazed is aware that someone is going to be back here, maybe pushing through. As Canador is able here to come top plat. Spot, I believe a couple players there is going to be kind of a chase from the side of Atlanta Dazed towards T here on B bomb. The fight's going to go down back plat, and Ghost is going to come out on top. Kendor with the bomb towards A. He's going to be slamming that down. Is going to set himself up for a decent 1v2 here if he can get some timing and maybe get out of the site to try to just hit a reset on where he's at on these players.
Yeah, and he's looking to make his way back through bedroom. He's going to have that bomb in his sight from that plant, and then Ghost is just going to gun him from the head glitch there on the bomb site. So Atlanta Dazed, very interesting round number 2 that we saw, but it goes to your favor. They decided to, when they didn't see any New York SubPar players, they decided to get some presence on the map, and then they ended up winning those trades back towards the bedroom side with their first blood advantage, and it led to your success, and you win a key 1v1 here if you're a Ghost to clutch up that run for your boys. So solid bounce back round there. Defense starts off 2-2 here or 1-1 here, and that can be how Skyline goes. But it'll be interesting to see how these two teams continue to adapt throughout this Skyline.
I mean, we're 45 seconds into the map, and you're already saying 2-2.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty crazy there, but we'll kind of see here. It'll be interesting. Normally, we're seeing a lot of teams try to hit this A side just pretty hard. Sometimes get the bomb down and kind of play just play defense. There, T's able to pick up a big one towards the outside of kitchen there. Alt able to pick up another one for his team as well. It's going to be left with Cynical and Ghost here in a 2v4. Hey, we're able to spot Cynical, put some shots down. There's already a flank developing here from Canador. Not able to get the kill, but does get the trade with his teammate. Ghost going to be last alive here. Unfortunately, going to get pinched there from both sides. Not going to get that New York SubPar. Able to take another round lead here as the search and destroy develops. And it'll be interesting as we kind of continue here. We haven't seen a lot of presence on a bomb site from either team. So it'll be interesting if we see some defense changes to maybe get a little bit more aggressive towards that A side and take some more of the map.
Yeah, both teams choosing to play a little bit slower towards both the offense and defensive side. It will be interesting to see if either of these two teams decide to switch it up and start to get pretty headstrong into a map. But so far, the defensive side has prevailed. Both teams went in their defensive rounds here. Atlanta Dazed is looking to continue that trend as they're making their way towards the kitchen side. Alt's able to get that first blood. And T and number 7, T and Dark are just flying into the Atlanta Dazed spawn. They're looking to hunt these players down, and Smokey is hanging out in the elevator shaft. The bomb's going to get planted in this B site, and B can always be an interesting one to hold here because there's so many different angles for you to watch as a team. And then Canadore is not going to be able to help you unless if he gets any info from middle here. So it's going to be an interesting retake here. Cynical's able to get that first kill onto Dark. That's going to leave Alt alone here in the bomb site. He's got players around Zip. He's going to get the kill Zip. There's a player back plat. He's going to get some shots down, but he's going to get traded out. Now we're going to be in a 2v1 here with Canadore. He's able to get the first kill. He's able to drop out through the Zip. He's going to hit the zip line again. Unfortunately, X Toxicity is going to be there for the immediate trade. So good round win from the side of Atlanta Dazed, able to successfully retake that B site.
I'll take your word for it. I wasn't paying a single attention to what was going on there. So good job on the side of Atlanta Dazed for defusing the bomb and holding X and or square, depending on your layout. Potentially E if you're on keyboard and mouse. Exotic with the great last kill as we are moving into a round number 5 there. Good aggression there from the side of New York SubPar to try to get to that B site. Got the bomb down, just unfortunately not able to hold a retake from the side of Atlanta Dazed. And so far, this has been a pretty defensive battle here. Not seeing a lot of the offense coming to any success here on this Skyline search and destroy so far. And Atlanta Dazed looks like they're trying to get a little bit more aggressive towards this mid map. We do see Cynical trying to take an underground route, but T on his side is taking a route straight through bedroom. He's going to be clear here, and he should probably get a free kill or two. And as I say that, the team's just going to turn around, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate and cynical. The nice two-piece there from his perspective, being able to push into the enemy spawn. That's going to free up this B bomb site. You're going to have a 3v1 scenario here against the man Dark himself, and Dark's looking to play through P1 here. And, from his perspective, he's going to be looking to have one of these players give up their lives. But if Atlanta Dazed are smart, they're not going to give that up. And they've got one player playing deep helipad, it looks like, one player playing directly on site, one player playing on the white plat. And wow, I mean, glass
Whoa!
doesn't break, and Dark goes flying off the map. So unfortunate there from his perspective.
Whoa! Jims? I thought you were producing. I thought you were producing tonight. What happened? Uh, Sorry, chat. We're being told that Jims was on the New York SubPar, jumping off the map there. Interesting play. I do love to see that. That glass is unbreakable sometimes, though. You try to like dolphin dive across to P1, and you just slap your face. Is this a 4-man underground? Dude, the Hydra play.
Foreman underground.
It's
It is
going
the
out like
Hydra
Hydra.
play.
There it is. Major 1 Hydra right there. Dark with able to get the kill. T going to be last alive here. I wonder if they know where he's at.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yep, they know where he's at.
Yeah, he's just gonna run
They
for his
found him.
life here. And fortunately, if you're the side of New York SubPar, you try to take the interesting little strat, and it doesn't pan out in your favor here. But T's looking to potentially just make the same play once again. He's looking for some players. He's not getting any info so far. He's going to jump through and unfortunately just die from couches there. So you're the side of New York. That was an interesting little strat there. Doesn't pan out in your favor. And Atlanta Dazed, you're feeling good here. Yeah, up 4-2 now in this map number 2.
I'm not feeling good. I don't want to lose more maps. Like I'm already down. I guess if we both choose the wrong team, it's fine. Uh, we're really taking our credibility away from knowing ball, though.
Well, we don't
Unfortunate,
know any
though. I
ball.
mean, I,
We're just
I
here
mean
for our
that's why we're
dashing
in
good
gold, my
looks.
friend. We don't know how to do anything. Clearly, I jump off the map too. So shout out to all those fellow homies who don't know how to hold a left stick properly. Alt able to get 2 kills here, able to get that trade as well. Atlanta Dazed is going to be a man up, and right as I say that, Atlanta Dazed is not a man up, and right as I say that, Atlanta Dazed is all men down. New York SubPar with the round win. I think in Search and Destroy, and especially on Skyline, it's best that I just don't talk about the match because anything I say immediately isn't true.
Yeah, I mean, it can definitely appear that way sometimes from the outsider's perspective. But good bounce back round there from the side of New York subpar. They definitely were much more aggressive into that A point there. And then we saw Atlanta Days kind of with the same mindset as well. And the gunfights just go to the favor of the New York subpar there. So good round from them. They're looking to even up the series 4-4 here as they're deciding to leave bomb in spawn this time and just go for the 4 kills instead, which is indeed a strat. Dark is going to get active with this sub now in his hand. He's able to get that first kill onto that player, top piano plat, but X Toxicity is going to get a kill as well. And we're going to be left here in a 2v2 with Dark and Canadore. Still need to get this bomb, and I don't know if Atlanta Dace is going to see it back there with this player playing on the back stairs. That doesn't look like it, so they're not going to know that the bomb is potentially down here in the back. But New York subpar, they don't care one bit. They're looking for these kills and they're looking into the round on kills.
Absolutely. We don't really need the bomb, apparently, in the Search and Destroy. It's going to be Dark left here in a 1v1. Oh, he's getting a little close. He's a little close. He successfully got away. He's going to be alive here for at least a second. There's plenty of opportunity on that right side of the map to go off. I doubt he sees this player here. He's going to say,
What?
What was that? I do respect it, though. The, 180 slide back. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe he knows.
Blink, I guess.
He's hack. He's like wall hacking, but he wants to pretend he's not wall hacking. Like that's the common play right there.
I mean, I think I do that every time I run into grass from kitchen. I think I do that exact same play, except for I usually have my knife out. I usually punch the air with my knife, maybe. I think it's a very common play to do something like that. But luckily enough for him, he gets the perfect timing where somehow that player from Atlanta Days does not see him slide across. Maybe he jumped right over his line of sight and ultimately gets lucky coming down from the stairs to get that kill. And we're seeing that same kind of push through in kitchen from the side of New York. Atlanta Days not there for the immediate backup and trade, so we're going to see a 1v1 kind of split here from both teams here in a 3v3 now. And then T is looking to keep this presence up closet. He may decide to get active here. I'm not sure if he's going to read this player on the toilet. He's going to push through. He's not, and he's going to get taken out. So Smokey with a good angle there. Cynical able to get another kill as well. And now you're Canadore stuck here in a 1v3, but Atlanta Days have got to get that bomb back and get that bomb planted. So he may have some potential to make some waves here through the barbecue side.
Yes, there's definitely a possible 1v3, and it's no longer a possible 1v3. As he falls there, Atlanta Days up 5-4 in this map. And, I've been thinking as this series has been going on, and it happened a little bit earlier this year. There's no longer the New York subliners in the CR or the CDL. So I'm kind of wondering, is there going to be a change? Are we going to see like the New York fluffy clouds or something? Like, is something going to, the New York cumulus maybe? The Cirrus?
The New York Skyliners.
The New York skyline. I like it because there's clouds in the sky.
Clouds in the
And
sky.
The map.
Yeah, well, the map's gone, so we got to replace it somehow, right?
We still got hard point. We still got hard point. We were being told the name is 100% getting into the league next year when we no longer have Skyline. Atlanta Dazed here up in man advantage with a 3v2 here in this round number 10. Alt and Dark are kind of left alone here. We do see Alt kind of playing down here towards Secret, just maybe buying some time or just hanging out or diving around. Not exactly sure what's happening here, but they're looking to make this rotation over towards this B site. As I said that, he's probably going to make this rotation over towards A site and right back to B site. Maybe right back to A site. You never really know what's happening here. These players are tweaking, and I'm not exactly sure what is happening.
They're doing a little trolling. They're doing a little
Is something?
trolling.
It, he just died?
He died in the elevator
What is
shaft.
happening? There's got to be something. The server's got to be lagging or something, right? Like, there's got to
Uh,
be something we can't see from our side that's going on here. Dark's going to fall behind him. That's going to be the map for Atlanta Dazed, I think. Possibly. Who knows? We're both wrong. I'm not really sure. What was that? I thought we got rid of Iron. Like, is Iron not gone?
uh, I mean, it's possible that maybe Dark and Alt decided to give the controllers
So
to
kind
their.
of swinging towards the side of New York subpar, but Atlanta Days did just have a win there on the search. We're going to see a 3-man B hit. I love this off the rip. If my team knows anything, I'm screaming B like a little girl if something happens.
Yeah, I think I've heard that from you potentially before. Before this gets too far in, I think we can't forget about those map picks. So I picked first last time. Who you taking here in this map number 3?
I think I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take Atlanta Days. I think they're gonna get up 2-1 here. We're seeing a very passive offense out of them, and so maybe they're just trying to play their lives, see what happens here. Do see some kills coming back down this tower. I assume you're gonna either stick with me or you're gonna choose the opposite, one or the other. It's got only 2 options with 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean there are 2 options with 2 teams playing against each other, and I think I'm gonna contest you. I think I'm gonna give you your chance to tie us back up here. So I'm gonna go New York subpar here in this map number 3. I think it's gonna be a close
Awesome.
one though. Potentially, who knows?
Yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I think after what we saw in that last search and short, there were no issues. I think both teams might be afraid to hop on the time. They may just try to take it to lives in the minute and a half that they have. We do see a contest coming down here. That was the tick over towards A for the side of Atlanta. So even if they die, which they do, they still get the tick there. Smokey looking for the chase there on point, not able to get that point. Is still contested here. That's going to be Canador. They're on time, able to pick up some more kills. Cynical with a great nade. They really just need to fight out of their spawn here. That is going to be 3 dead. T's going to be kind of last alive towards this P2. So the A point is open. We know that because we have wall hacks, but they don't, or do they? But they're pushing towards this B side. They're getting roped there. Kill going to be coming towards that top window for the side of New York SubPar. This is a double stack. Second tick going to be coming here, and anytime soon we see a half stair glitch, not a full one. From the side of Smokey, but that's going to be 3rd tick halfway done. We do see a contest coming down out the window. Another contest there front. Grandma's able to get that kill for the side of New York subpar, but so far still a contest coming down here from the side of Atlanta Days.
Yeah, and I mean stack the point where the gyms finally after a minute and a half.
That didn't happen. You already know that's not Nope.
They're not getting it. Yep. So yeah. Ignore that. We're gonna make our way over towards B now with just a sliver of hope left there on the A point with 12.3 seconds left here. Smokey's gonna be on this B point looking to secure it. Darkest pushed up in his team spawn though, looking to get some of these kills on these players that are spawning out, but they do a good job of baiting there, getting that player out of their spawn. But unfortunately, they're going to lose their player that's on the B point. They're going to try to make their way over towards A. They're going to have 2
Get on
players
it.
here
There you go.
immediately.
Yep.
There's
There you go.
2.4 seconds
Shoot your
left, so
teammate.
you can't
Yep.
afford to go down in lives here. You got to get this point captured and get this round continuing.
Yeah, I mean, we see it. This fight's kind of happening everywhere. It's a 3v3, 2v3. Just after they get the minute extension here, this has been a very odd round here. Make this a 1v3 for the side of Cynical. If there's anybody you want to do it, it's probably him. Not with this gun, though. So it might be over, but we'll kind of see from the side of Cynical, see if he can do anything. The side of New York SubPar giving him full map kind of control here. He's just got to get past this player P1. Might be a little bit difficult here, but he can do it. He gets that spot. I don't think T saw him. He probably saw him on this cross here. He's tweaking a little bit here, P1. He's able to get this kill P1, so he's going to be making look some presence here. Other teammates are going to turn and look, but nobody's watching mid-map. He has free cross. Dark is looking deep spawn. We got 1 tower. That's going to be a 1v1 left. He's got 15 seconds here. Dark is not moving whatsoever. He's going out the backside, and he's going to push out and... What the... What the
And
free win for the side of New York subpar.
I don't know that I've seen a protocol control where both teams have 4 or less before the first point gets captured. And then you hang out in the back of your spawn, and you don't hang out in the back of your spawn, and you just take 1v1s until it ultimately comes out in your favor and you win. But if we've learned anything, we don't know anything about Call of Duty. So GG's, New York subpar. You get the win on run number 1. You gave up 3 ticks, which isn't bad by any means. You get more than 3 ticks in this round, and you're leading the map. So that's kind of how it works, I think.
Absolutely, exactly how that works. We do see one player kind of stop or drop towards spiral, maybe to take a little bit of a route. They may have some eyes on this. I'm not really sure. The mini map is quite convoluted here. As we get towards this P1, we do have one player on time, already doing a little bit better than Atlanta Dazed. And as I say that, he is going to fall. We do see Atlanta Dazed finally hop on the point, unfortunately, on the wrong side. Not going to be capping the point as defense here, but they are making some progress here as we see New York subpar able to pick up 2, make that 3 kills on this map here, stack that point.
No, I don't think
They're stacking that point like, I don't know, man. Is there another person who's famous in the CRL who doesn't stack? Maybe Gun Puppet, if I'm thinking about it. Always playing for the loss there. Yeah, and lossiest. Winningest and losiest. I think. I don't know. It is very impressive. We're just being told that he is indeed the biggest loser. I mean, lost the most games in the CRL. Shout out to Gun Puppet, though. He has also the most wins, so pretty impressive. If we're saying that New York do have 2 ticks here on A. Players coming towards that heli side. That's going to be 3 dead from the side of New York. Last player is top windows and make that top grandmas. I can't look at the mini map at all. He's going to be contesting towards this point. Back on time. Able to get the majority of this A tick done. Smokey able to pick up 1 kill mid, is going to fall. We do see kind of a last minute contest coming in here from the Atlanta Dazed. He does hit the successful dolphin dive out the window, able to pick up 2 as well. That is disgusting. Put that on your Twitter.
I think he should definitely put that on his Twitter if he has it. And if you're this side of New York subpar here, you are stuck in your spawn now with 25 seconds left. You weren't able to secure that A point there. You're still sitting okay in lives here, but if you sit in your spawn building and don't go for the point, you're not going to win the round. But Canadore is going to start off early, able to get that first kill. We see 2 players up towards the top triple area, and they're just going to get some shots down, and we're going to potentially see a play start to develop over here towards the heli side. That's going to allow Alt to get onto the point. He's going to get a nice 2-piece, but he's going to get ripped in the back of his bunghole, and that's going to be the round to the Atlanta Dazed. And unfortunately, you didn't get 4 or 3 ticks, so you're going to be down on ticks if you're New York subpar.
Doing a little bit of a reverse Count Dracula there. Not 4, not 3, but haha 2.
Not 4. Not 3. But you get 2. Is that better?
Oh, I love it. This is a great time here as we get a little bit of a reset here. Honestly, maybe just I don't know, man. I've never seen a control map quite like this ever. So it's a good new experience. I'm always learning things. They say every day you learn something. And I'm learning stuff. We have people on the point. Make it 2 people. Cynical, he's going to play sidewalk, but he's going to run back to his spawn, not hopping point there. First tick is going to be down there. Kills are coming successful from the side of Atlanta Dazed. On the side of New York subpar, there's going to be second tick down. This is quite possibly the fastest progress I've ever seen control point go.
Maybe in this game, yeah, but definitely not ever. No. But Atlanta Dazed, you're starting off good. Only losing 2
already
lives
on
there
the
and
already
able
on B.
to
Already off B. Already on it. Already off of it.
Oh, well, yeah, they're on it. They're off of it. It's the back and forth, and now they're all stuck in their spawn besides Ghost. So unfortunately, yeah, it's just kind of how control goes.
I would agree with you. And if you're looking at the scoreboard, Ghost there, he's got more objective than map number 1. Pretty impressive. Getting control. But the side of New York SubPar are able to get some of those initial kills there. Lives are evened up now. Minute 40 left on the clock. They were able to cap that A point pretty quickly here, so a lot of time on the clock. New York SubPar has got a lot of map presence here. Dark able to get 2 successful kills on spawn. Unfortunately, he's going to fall armor. Excuse me. Another player towards top grandmas and top rope. So New York SubPar are spread out here, just trying to play some layered COD from this defensive side here. Dark able to pick up 1 kill, not the second, as Cynical is going to escape towards that rope side. But his other player is going to get called out. Here's the side Atlanta Dazed, just looking to get some map presence via the way of kills with that last player towards sidewalk. But unfortunately, not able to take much map presence before falling once again to the side of New York SubPar. And Cynical is doing everything he can for his team here, except hopping on the point. And now he's hopping on the point and getting the kills. He's doing everything.
He is doing everything now, so he's going to give his teammates hopefully some breath here to get through their spawn and get up to this point. He's going to win another big gunfight on T. Now we're seeing two people on B, and now there's 3. Oh, look, and now we're back to 2. There's 2 players mid gun here. One's going to go down from Ghost. Cynical's going to be left here on time. He wins another good gunfight, but he's going to get taken out by T. Lives are still pretty close here. You only need 1 tick left, so you just got to find your 3-4 dead scenario. And, I swear to God, if you don't stack the point after that, I'm going to rage.
Well, they might not get to point. You never know. They only got 7 lives here. Ghost is trying to clear out his spawn here. He has cleared ammo successfully. He's looking towards that P2, not finding anybody there. We do see a fight coming down towards Heli that's going to be set to alt. He is kind of useless over there for his team as the rest of the team are kind of spawning towards middle here. Cynical with a great pre-fire towards that gun site, able to pick up 2 kills on the map here. Dark looking to make some progress towards the window side. He's not going to expect this player to come up right behind him, and we see some interesting gunfights happening there. 3-7 from the side of Atlanta Dazed here. Smokey able to get in, pick up 1 kill, able to pick up a 2nd kill. There's going to be 2 people. He's better hop on that point. He's got 1.2 left. Last player towards this boat side. That's T. He's going to be hopping up this ladder. Smokey was going to be pre-aiming it, not going to look there anymore. He's going to be looking towards the outside. He's able to pick up 1, but not able to pick up any more. New York SubPar able to pick up another win, and this is map point for them here on this offensive side, but I feel like it's going to be going to a round number 5.
I definitely feel like how this map has progressed so far, we are going to see a round number 5, but you never know. If these teams are listening to the stream right now, if you stack the point when the players are dead, you're usually going to secure wins. That's just, a non-ball knower like CK saying that. That's just take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, from a 50% win rate on protocol, I feel like we know what we're talking about. We know how to win half of the time. We also know how to get absolutely slammed the other half. So,
but what do we
maybe
do
we are,
the other
maybe
half
we
of the
are good.
time? What do we do the other half of the time? We don't stack the point, Wolfie.
We lose.
We don't stack the point. That's what it is.
I mean, absolutely. Yeah, correct. We always have somebody trying to find their lunch money in spawn. Not exactly sure what they're doing back there. Cynical able to pick up 2 great there. He is going off, possibly handed the controller to his bigger brother. We had a little brother appearance a little bit earlier, but maybe the big brothers are coming out. Smokey not able to get the person behind him. Dark shooting. I think I saw a trophy down there towards pillars. So just getting that trophy out of there, maybe able to get out of spawn. Ghost Nasty. Oh my goodness, here we go. We get the kill. Some shotsy movement going on there. Dark able to pick up another kill towards window. So we're seeing a little bit of progress heading on towards A here. And right as I say that, the player who is not standing on A is no longer on A because they are dead. Side of New York SubPar are turtled up in their spawn here, so Atlanta Dazed have the opportunity to get a little bit of map presence and make something hurt here towards the defensive side.
Yeah, Smokey makes a nice play into top 2. He's able to get 1 player there. He's looking for more. Some shots are going to go down ammo. We're going to see Canadore able to get that kill. Cynical's going to... Oh, he's taking him hostage. It's our first one on stream, boys. He gets saved. He gets saved.
No.
We don't have to blur out the stream. We got saved that time, Jims. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh. It would have made it worth it. It would have made it worth it. The whole game, it could have been the best round, the best game of control I've ever seen. Unfortunately, we're going to continue here in this round. Tick does not come in for the side of New York SubPar. Tick is coming in for the side of New York SubPar. We got players on A and B, diversifying the portfolio just a little bit here, trying to play a little bit aggressive towards those stocks and bonds. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. We do see one player towards that grandma side, able to pick up one, not able to pick up the second just quite yet. Is going to nade the outside of that house, show it who's daddy. But we do see a stack coming on here. Cynical, able to pick up one, not able to pick up any other. We do see a contest here. Last hope for the side of Atlanta Dazed, as that point is able to get captured from the side of New York. They do not have B or any ticks on B, excuse me, but that is getting drained currently.
Oh,
There's going to be a big two-piece out of Ghost there, but Canador able to pick up at least one of his own. Alt here looking towards that B side is going to slide in there on time, is going to shoot that trophy. He's going to have a good idea of where people are coming from. Smokey able to pick up a big kill there top, not allow any stackers to come in here, as half of that tick is gone. It is 7v4 here. So the side of New York SubPar, if you decide to stack or get some early kills, could be worth it for you. But if Cynical has anything to say about it, he is not going to let it happen. 4-2 here. Smokey able to get that. We do see a 3v2 now. Both players from New York SubPar are on the time. The side of Atlanta Dazed do need to know this. Ghost able to pick up one kill, and Exotic, they're able to pick up the other. It's going to be a round 5 in control. This has got to be an Atlanta Dazed defense. I believe they're able to pick up 5 there. I'm not really exactly sure what's happening here, but we'll go ahead and see as we hit to round number 5. And I really hate to say it, whoever gets defense, I feel like you win by default. But that's it. I think that's it.
yeah, I mean, with how
There it
the
is. There it
map's
is.
gone, it's defense is winning the championships. I think is how the saying from Tennessee goes. Yeah, I
I
think
think the
you're on.
statistics this year have been a lot of round 5 almost miracles on offense coming through. I feel like this year more than ever, we're seeing that happen. So we'll see if that happens here. What really have my eyes on is Cynical. I want to see him grab another human from behind. We'll see if we can see that this round. We saw it last round. We'll see if we can make it a 2 for 3 on defense, on the grabbing people. But maybe not. T with a great kill there towards mid-gun, able to get some map presence for his team there. As he's mid-gun last alive, Alt is over there helping him towards this mid-gun. Unfortunately, T is going to fall. Alt is also going to fall as well. So we finally see a stat coming in from the teammates off of spawn towards that heli stairs here. And Atlanta Dazed are looking to get a little bit aggressive here on this side. See if they can get some kills here. There's going to be one kill for the side of Cynical. Unfortunately, going to fall there as Atlanta Dazed are kind of being layered here off towards their spawn here. So New York SubPar have an opportunity to stack here. And by that, I mean jump straight towards Grandma's and kind of leave one player there on the time. Do see a good kill top Grandma's from the side of Alt. Looking to make this rotation towards B with one tick on A. We'll see if this works out for him. That's going to be 2 players on B. This side of Atlanta Dazed, this could be scary for you.
Yeah, this could be scary right now. Both points have 2 players. Both of these ticks. We're gonna see Alt and Dark here on the B point, able to get both those 2 players off. That's gonna allow that first tick to come through and the second tick to get progressing. But Cynical's looking to make the play from the flank. He's gonna get some shots now, but he's gonna get turned on by Alt, and then we see the nade blow up in his face. He's gonna get that trade immediately. Dark doing a good job of continuing that presence and keeping that pressure up. It's gonna allow his player on aid, Canadores, and the rest of his team to kind of push up to this A side and get this point secured. And with 1 tick left here on B, minute 40 left, and a lead on lives being up double, you're feeling pretty good right here if you're the side of New York to win your first offensive round.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here, really just depleting the lives here at Atlanta Dazed. You got a minute and a half left. Exotic able to get that kill, able to get the last bit of clear, but this has to be absolutely perfect from the side of Atlanta Dazed. And as soon as I use that word perfect, that is going to fail here, as Atlanta Dazed is going to be down 4-13. I think that is going to be it for them, unless they can pull some sort of miracle here. Smokey's going to have to be leading that towards this P1 side. Is able to pick up 2 great kills, able to escape with his life. So something could be working here towards mid-map.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's going to get taken out. The curse of Wolfie comes to fruition once again. We're going to see Exotic come through, and unfortunately, kills get traded out. And when you're down in life disadvantage like that, it's hard to make it happen. I mean, Atlanta Daze chose to kind of play back a little bit, wait for some pressure to come through to then take the fights. But unfortunately for them, their players that went mid just got picked off by all four of the subpar players that were playing over there. So, really good round from the side of New York subpar, able to
Nom
pop
nom
off
nom,
there.
snacky in my belly. Back with man number 4, Vault Hardpoint.
I don't even know what to say in response to that, man. We're going to see an early 3 down from the side of Atlanta Days that's going to allow the New York subpar to not touch the hill time, but secure the P2 spawns here with 30 seconds left in the P1. So, that's a tip play that I typically make, but, more power to the boys. We're seeing a big gunfight come down over towards the Palms. T able to win that one. Going to get traded out by Cynical. Atlanta Dazed getting some early hill time here, but New York subpar deciding to not play for that hill time and play around the hill instead and secure these spawns. So they have gotten a whole lot of 5 points, but we're looking to make whatever for P2 now. I'd like to request a
Somebody,
TPOV.
somebody get gotten. Towards bedroom. Glad we didn't get a POV there. Before we get too far, do you have a prediction for this one? CK, are we gonna both go team yellow here?
I'll go Team Yellow. I don't know though if they don't want to touch the hill time, they're probably not going to win in hardpoint, but you never know. So I'll go Yellow. Oh,
I
we
do like this
revenge!
POV here. This is a revenge get got. Is by the pool. Unfortunately, we see an insta kill. Not a fan of that one. Followed by a X-ray stair glitch. Great Call of Duty coming out of subpart today. So we're both going team yellow. We'll accept the winner loss as teammates, friends, co-casters, winners or
Lovers.
losers.
Huh? What? I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
Rotating over towards P3 here, Atlanta Days are trying to make a move here on this left side T. Gonna get destroyed as well as alt there top art. Cynical able to pick up the other one. Dark gonna be last here towards this B control. He does have a scout pulse and javelin or whatever the heck they call it in this game. Hopefully he uses that one. A little bit of zoom action there out of the score streaks, but T's making his way up towards Palms, trying to get towards that alt or art side, excuse me. New York subpar, I did see him on the hill for a second, so that's a revelation. Maybe they're learning that's how you get points.
And they might be learning. They may be progressing as a team here on this vault hardpoint, but unfortunately for them, P3 times great, but P4 is a hill where you really like to get 60 of those points on the board, and they're not going to be in the position early to get it. So Dark's looking to make his way up towards bottom arc here. He's looking for these players that are close. He's going to get gunned by Mr. Ghost himself that's playing on that statue, and that's going to secure this rotation over to the side of Atlanta Dazed. And now New York subpar is making their progress through old, through the tree, and through the middle of the map. So nice little spread here, but early gunfights are going down in the favor of the Atlanta Dazed. That's going to be a big 2-piece from Cynical. There's going to be one player left. That's Canador. That's up towards this low art, but Ghost is here looking for it. He's been unfortunately slide, but he's going to be able to win that gunfight anyways, barely. Pretty close there, but T is looking for the follow-up. He's just going to sprint straight through it. No, he's going to turn around, and he's going to go for the... Oh, he doesn't get the yank because Ghost decides to jump out. Good awareness there, Ghost. That's going to allow his teammates to get into this hill now, and now Atlanta Days is going to be spotting out with Smokey, the last player here left close. He's going to be able to get that kill. We're going to get traded out immediately in P4.
I agree. Great awareness there. Probably heard those PJs swishing around there up those art stairs. T with art control here. New York subpar decide to hop in the hill for at least 2 seconds there, get the kill, and then hop right out of the hill. Able to take the last 5 seconds here. So the side of New York subpar just looking to maybe come back here on the second side, down by 11 points here, taking some shots there. Alt with a great 2-piece there on P1. Ghost following up with one of his own, and eventually going to be Smokey last alive there towards that P1, but Atlanta Dazed are all there as the side of New York subpar decide to play super slow and not go towards time. Really just playing anti-control here.
Yeah, I mean, you think that it's potential that there's a illness going around the New York subpar team when it comes to hill time. But they're in here now. Canador is able to get a kill there as well. In the middle, Alt is going to bounce a nade off of Catwalk and then almost slide right into it and kill himself, but he's not going to. Put some shots down into Catwalk, able to get the first player. Shots into the second, that's Exotic, but he's going to get taken down there. And now we're seeing a pretty evened up scoreboard here into this P2 rotation. Dark with a nice flank. That's going to clear out one of the players that's left close here in the back from the Atlanta Dazed, but the rest of the Atlanta Days are going to spawn close there in the back on Dark after this player gets killed, and that's going to secure them the early time here on P2.
They are going to be ticking upwards in that time category there. Exotic getting over half of the time for his team. Really just being a super soaker there. New York SubPar able to clean out that backside, but don't hop in the hill. You don't have every single person dead yet. Hop in the hill and you die. Exactly what I like to see outside of the kills there towards the front. Make that all four dead, maybe one shot. A little too extra there. I think I saw a trophy. I heard it in the back of my IEMs as a side Atlanta Days here. Are in time. Spawns are going to flip there. T's able to get a free kill on time. Side of Atlanta Dazed are trying to still fight here towards Old with 12 seconds left here. Need to be looking towards that rotate.
Yeah, they definitely want to look towards that rotate. They're going to have one player playing through the back of the spawns. He's going to get taken out by T there, but they're going to force their way through the middle of this map. And number one, that's Exotic again on the flank here. He's looking for this player Palms. He's not going to see him because he's pushed up just a little bit. Looks like number 8, that's Canadore, is looking over for him. They're going to spot him out and take him out. So the flank play is going to be out of the equation now. Dark is looking to get active on Vault, able to get one kill. His teammates get the other two. That's going to allow the New York SubPar into this P3 hill time. And if you're Atlanta Days, you got to look at potentially playing through the middle of the map here. They're already taking some space. We got a couple players going outside left, looking to potentially flip these spawns in the P2.
Instead of New York SubPar electing to just play towards this P4 here, Dark able to pick up one kill, not quite able to get that second here. On board with Simple here towards Old Time, able to give a haircut to Alt. Speaking of haircut, CK, what is your favorite part of the haircut process?
CK got a low taper fade. I think that's my favorite.
Well, thanks for asking. Mine is the part where they go in with the no no cover, no length on the electric trimmer thingy majigger. Kind of on the sides of my head, like what they're doing the fade. Yeah, around the ears. Really my favorite part. Recently started going to a barber. I'm sure you can't tell on camera because I don't put my hair up because I'm lazy, and I wake up about 10 minutes before I need to be at work, and I have a 40-minute drive to work. So you can math that together. I'm late all the time. Hair no up for Mr. Wolfie, and points are down for the side of Atlanta Days here. They're down by about 20 points here in this P4. New York SubPar looking to kind of hold the rest of this hill, see if they can get some more time here heading into this time. But we are definitely going to go to time here. We know these teams love white time. They don't want to be in the hill. It's dangerous. You're going to get shot at if you're there. Make sure you stay away from hill. And we'll probably see time here happening, probably towards this like P3, P4 side on this next rotation.
Potentially P1 or P2 at the rate we've seen people not touching the hill time. So you never know what's going to happen. We're already seeing the New York SubPar elect to eat up about 10 seconds there, not touching the point. But Atlanta Days, you're going to get the kills around the hill. You're going to be able to push your players up towards the middle. But again, no one's touching the point quite yet. Exotic's looking to take some shots down, but some good baits coming down from Dark and Alt. That's going to allow the New York SubPar to get into this P1. And now Dark is on the flank once again, looking to flip these spawns to his team's favor, which they do. And now you're sitting pretty good, looking to increase your advantage just a little bit from P1. But as soon as I say that, your player in time gets taken out, but you got yourself set up towards this P2.
100%. Kills are coming from the side of Atlanta Dazed here. Do see one player back towards back ammo. That's going to be number 6 there, and Dark is probably going to get spotted out here. Just kidding. He's going to get a free kill on Exotic there in the back of the spot. Cause his team to spawn there as the rest of the players are going to start spawning out here towards that art side. Super deep spawn because they have every spawn blocked there in the front. Cynical able to take a shell towards the backside, but unfortunately no fall. There's the New York SubPar are hopping in time here with about a minute left on the game clock. Saw about 30 seconds of that wasted towards that P1, so we'll kind of see what happens here. The rest of the P2, they're looking to kind of hang on here and stay in time.
Yeah, they're doing a good job holding, but as soon as I say that, Exotic's able to break into the front, and his teammates are around Palms to get some help as well. Dark's gonna be the last player left up here in the front of time. He's gonna be able to get that kill onto Smokey, able to turn and burn on that player top catwalk. We see a third kill going down towards Outer Palms. Now Dark's looking to get active and flip these spawns, and he's made his way through, but unfortunately he's not gonna spot Exotic, so he's gonna get taken out, and that's gonna allow Atlanta Days to get those P4 spawns back and make their way towards that art side and towards P3. And then Canadore is looking to make his way through P4, but it looks like he's potentially got some players getting for him here. He's going to get some shots taken at him across P4. Cynical's on the hunt now, looking for him back P4. Dark is getting pretty active here towards the vault side, but him and his player in time are surrounded. We're going to see one big kill come down. Dark is looking to get active on Outer Palms, sliding across, able to get one kill, looking for more, going to get taken out, and that's going to allow Atlanta Dazed into this hill, and they have the art spawns now as well.
Those art spawns are going to be crucial here towards this P4, down by about 50. Time clock could almost end on this hill. We are going to see New York SubPar hop on to try to build their lead just a little bit here, as they are going to cross that 200 mark and counting towards this P3. They don't have rotation towards P4, and as I say that, Dark able to get that crucial kill towards Art, causes his team to spawn there here. And if you're the side of New York SubPar, you need 40 to win, and you need to hop off for 32 seconds and let that game clock expire.
Yeah, you're in a good position if you're the New York SubPar to close this map out here on the P4. Like you mentioned, multiple avenues to win here, whether it's in the hill time or letting that clock expire, which it looks like they're going to be electing to do until they hop in at the very last second. 25 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left to win this map. We see a big two-piece coming down from Smokey. T and Canadore able to follow up with 3 kills of their own. Cynical with a two-piece of his own to break again. And then now we're going to see if the Jeep comes through again. He's going to lay behind the Jeep and going to get that kill again. Alt with another big two-piece. Clock is winding down. 7 seconds left. One player left up close to the front of the hill. They're going to slide at this player, get the kill, and then they're going to decide to sit into time, get out of time. 2 seconds left here. No player close. That's going to be map number 4 to the side of the New York SubPar.
Yeah, and that's going to be a successful guess out of both of us there. Going to time there in that map number 4, New York SubPar going to come out 3-1 in this series. Well fought from the side of Atlanta Dazed here. New York SubPar really just, I don't know, they got more time. I guess that's technically why they won, and that's as much as I have to say about this map.
Yeah.